would you be so kind as to... And that's great. Here we go.
Okay.
Now for question number 1.
Okay, 100,000. In a game of horses, which of the following scores the highest? Ringa, Lina, close to the stake, Ring Around the Roses. That'd be a ringer that scores the
You're
highest.
going to give answer A a shot. You're absolutely right. Okay, you got the first one in the bag. Let's see your $200 question.
Get to it. Hibia, which these factions results in at least one automatic free throw. Over and back, goaltending, technical foul, free second bounce. That'd be attack.
So, answer C looks like a knockout. That's right. Hey, that's 2 in a row and $200. Let's take a look at your $300 question.
300. Defensive for baseball slugger Albert Bell's was suspended for using what illegal substance inside his bat? Steel, aluminum, coke, TNT. That'd be coke.
Would you like to make that your
I think
final
he was
answer?
suspended for 10 games actually when he got
You're
caught. There's
comfortable going with
a
the
funny
answer
story
C.
is that one of the members of the unions actually tried to swap the bat with something extra and he got caught.
All right, that's 300. That's an excellent bowling score. But in this game, you've still got 12 questions to go. Here's your next one for $500.
But of these farewell golf courses, which is the only one to have hosted the men's US Open? Royal Melbourne, Ballaram, Carnoustie, Shinnecock. That'd be Shinnecock.
You think D is a winning choice. You are correct.
Shinnecock's on Long Island, New York. The golf courses are Europe's. Number course in New York is Wingfoot, which had to host the infamous massacre after joining the 63 year fire.
You're at $500 now. Answer the next question right, and you'll finish the game with at least $1,000. Here it is.
Pay for a thou. In all racing, what names against the persons who sit in the grandstand wearing drivers to accidents? Owl, spotter, bridge, draft. That'd be the spotter.
Is that your final answer? You feel confident that answer B will be a base hit. When you're right, you're right. Well, that's $1,000 in your pocket. Now let's see if you can make it $2,000. Here's your next question.
2,000. Which of these sports fairs do not attend Stanford University? John Elway, Tiger Woods, Bill Walsh, John McEnroe. Maybe Bill Walsh attended San Jose University, not Stanford.
Answer C seems like the one to go.
Some could argue the bad question because Walsh did coach Stanford, but Walsh attended San Jose, not Stanford.
Well, okay, that's $2,000. Don't drop the ball now. For $4,000. Here's the next question.
Get the full. Before the Denver Broncos' victory in 1998, what was the last AFC team in the Super Bowl? Dolphins, Raiders, Jets, Steelers. That'd be the Raiders Super Bowl team. Yeah.
Answer?
Yeah, Raiders also won in Super Bowl
You think
15, and then the
answer B
Steelers
might
in
be
Super
a
Bowl
hole-in-one.
14, then Dolphins Super Bowl 8, the Jets
All
Super
right.
Bowl 3. Raiders beat Washington Redskins Super Bowl 18, 14 seasons for blocks. I think pretty close to myself best, 14 years is probably too long of a streak, and it felt like when the AFC comes in, the AFC was very weak before we won all 98, my team. And the AFC just
Check out your
fuck out of the
$8,000
AFC
question.
during that streak. However, in April of 1974, what pitcher served up Hank Aaron's record-breaking 715th home run? Monty Messersmith, Al Downing, Jack Billingham, Mike Marshall. That'd be Al Downing.
Okay, you think
I
answer
especially
B looks
adore
like a
Vince Scully's
dead
call of
center
that,
punt.
where it actually According to Ing, it was a sinker that didn't sink at all. Aaron took it. I've watched Vince Gillick call so many times. I think it's the greatest homer call of all time, actually, if you ask me.
You got $8,000. Now let's see you send the $16,000 question through the uprights. Here we go.
16,000. Terence term love comes from the French word for what? Romance? Air? Egg? That'd be egg because love is shaped like an egg.
You're certain?
Love is zero, which is egg, which is shaped like an egg. So there's your.
That's right. You're just one question away from an important safe haven. We'll see now if you've got.
All right, 32,000. So. 1984, the New York Islanders tried for 5 consecutive Stanley Cups by what team? Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Philadelphia Flyers, New York Rangers. Epi Gretzky's Oilers defeated Boston's Islanders finals.
So
yeah, the Islanders won 4, the Oilers won 4 that decade. The Canadiens in 86 and the Flames in 89 were the number of teams that won it.
Got $32,000, and that's a lot of money, but not exactly enough to retire in the lap of luxury. You know that. So you better check out this next question for $64,000.
$64,000. Who won the first ever Heisman Trophy in 1935? Davey O'Brien, Tom Harmon, Jay Berlin, Doc Blanchard. That'd be a Jay Berlin.
Would you like to make that your final answer?
I believe the 4-1 within the first decade of the Heisman Trophy.
So, answer C looks like a knockout. You are correct.
Berlin was a halfback for the University of Chicago. Bill Fullback was actually the first ever NFL pick in the 1936 NFL draft. Corpus played for Bears because of apparently didn't like
now
pay into
some
house.
Serious money here. This next question is worth $125,000. The checkerboard flag is almost in sight.
Under 25. Of these professional tennis players, there's only one to win all 4 Grand Slam singles events in the same year. Steffi Graf, Martina Navratilova, Everett, Monica Seles. That'd be Steffi Graf. And Graf was very close to it in both 89 and 90. Just never won the French Open.
So you're going to stick with answer A. You're absolutely right.
Graf did in 88. Navratilova won 4 Grand Slam tournaments in a row, not in the same year. What was a counter? That 88 year, Graf beat Natasha Shevcheva. The only final where it crossed fence of women's set. Ipona Diva won a single game. Natasha Shevcheva.
Take a look now.
What was wrong for the 88? I think it was 81 that Graf staked the hell out of Shevcheva for 12-0 in both sets. Roller Street Golfer captained the first U.S. Ryder Cup team in 1927. Gene Sarazen, Walter Hagen, Harry Bobby. That'd be Walter Hagen. Only one that's not really well known out the other 3. Of the 4 Walter Hagen's one, it just seems to have been sidelines for him.
You got it.
Sarazen was a player on the 2017 and signed to be in Great Britain 9.5 to 2. And yes, back then it was just great. I believe it was in, I think it was in the 70s, I think it's where it was USA versus best of Europe, not just best of Europe.
You're just 2 questions away from making money like a pro. Well, like a pro in the 1970s. The next question is worth $500,000.
Okay, 500,000. WBA and WC boxing was the lowest weight class which 160-pound fighter is eligible. Middleweight, super middleweight, super welterweight, welterweight. That'd be super middleweight.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, super middleweight is just on the cusp of.
You're going to bet your winnings on.
Just on the cusp, I believe, of. Just the cusp of light heavyweight, actually. You got light heavyweight.
You're absolutely right.
Then the main time, which is heavyweight. That's just because both are tragic and Tom wants to take now.
Okay, this is it.
Save
What you've been
this
waiting
one.
for. Your
I'll
chance
say
to
Brad
become a
Martin.
millionaire.
Favorite games
Now
in
keep
80
your eye on the
season.
ball. Here we go.
Okay, Billy, what you got for me, game? Our prediction like so is going to be Brad Marsh. 1972 Olympics. How many of Mark Smith's 7 gold medals came in world record performances? 1, 3, 5, 7. You can believe it, all 7
like
were
to make
also
that
world
your
records,
final
actually. Yeah, all 7 Mark Smith's gold medals in the games in
Confident
Munich
answer D
were
is out
all
of the
came in
park.
world record
Okay.
performances. I think this is one of the ones that there's no info box.
You are correct. Oh,
John
how
Carpenter,
about that?
we
You're
heard
a
for
millionaire.
third for tonight,
Congratulations.
so let's do the memo you got for me. Classic session stand, the next big game. You can tell they're really pushed it. 25-year-old memos at this point. 25-year-old memos. He just didn't work with who believe in the memos.
Hey, that was
I think
great.
Sandler was
15
previous.
correct answers in a row. And now you're a millionaire. All those years in front of the TV watching those games finally paid off. Well, they would have paid off if we were giving away real money, but this is just a video game, remember? Yeah. Nice job, though.
That being said, thanks for watching.